What's going on, YouTube? This your man Trey Vito back with another Vito verse. How y'all feeling this week? We are back live. I hopefully y'all been having a good week. I've been having a real good week. It's Mother's Day weekend, and shout out to all the mothers today. We got a little something special today. We're gonna try to do for our mothers. So, for our icebreaker, we'll break that ice. I got my co-host today, Sandstorm McDowell. How you doing, man?
Yo, what's good?
Yes, sir. So, like I was mentioning, the icebreaker for today is we're gonna give our special mothers in our lives, whoever's a mother figure, either to you or to people that you know or something like that. We're gonna give them a special shout out today. So we're gonna take this time. I'm gonna let you go ahead and give all the shout outs to all your mothers and what have you.
So shout out. So I've got, if you know me, I've actually got three moms. No, it's not like that. And no, they don't have a they all have a relationship with each other, but it's not a relationship like that. Um, these are women that I grew up with, women who have raised me in different aspects of my life. Um, Shout outs to my actual mom, Vanessa, my birth mother. Um, Love her so much. She's showed me a lot. She for the most part raised me herself. Um, with my dad doing some assistance and stuff, but mostly my mom. I've lived with my mom for my entire, well, not my entire life, but my entire childhood life. Um, she's been a great grandmother, a great grandmother, not a great grandmother. My kids don't have kids. Um,
Right.
but she's been a wonderful mom. She's I I tell everybody, I have nine sisters, all of them not through her, but through my core sisters. I want to call them, like the sisters that I actually live with, and my brother. I have two sisters, an older sister, a younger sister, and then a younger brother. And all three of them are all adopted. I'm the only bloodborn one, so she's done a whole lot with them. Love them to death. My second mom is the one who also carries my last name. My dad's first wife, um, Mama Phyllis, I call her. She's been an amazing woman. I just kind of found out like the past history with the past couple years, with that whole situation, and it just made me really appreciate her even more. She's such an amazing woman. It takes a lot to take on somebody else's child, the way that she did. Uh, as a matter of fact, her son, he was my brother, obviously. He was my brother, and he passed away when I was young. And to kind of commemorate that, kind of to bring that on, I actually named my son after him. Uh, so they both have the same name, and she's always been there to love me. She's always been there to, birthday, Christmas, all the time, taking care of me, just throwing me presents, even when she didn't have to. Uh, and my last mother in this trifecta is who I call Mama Hobson. If you guys have ever seen B Foster on the channel, that's my brother. That's his mother. Uh, she's 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 like, she was the strict one, but like, but she because we were friends. She's not, obviously not my, he's not my bloodborne brother, but because we were friends, she treated me like another son. She would take me places. We would all go places that you would think like most parents wouldn't really do. Um, she's got one of the most memorable moments in my life, for a Christmas time, for a Christmas moment, and I'm still trying to make that happen with my family, and it's nearly impossible, just it was a play. She literally took me to a play, and it's nearly impossible to get tickets for the play. You have to do it like 2 years ahead of time. That's how crazy it is. And she was
Right.
able to do that for us. She showed me what success really looks like if you really try hard at it. Um, she she was kind of the stern. My mom was always nice and she could be stern, but Mama Hobson was always like the stern and like, you're a black man, so you have to present yourself and you have to act accordingly. And that really stuck with me. um, so yeah, those are my. Oh, and I want to give an honorable mention to Vito's mom, because though she's not my mom, she's my aunt. So like, much shout outs to her too, because she was definitely in that group too. And like I said, she wasn't my mom, but she was definitely my aunt, and she would carry herself as such. Like, you would not you would definitely think she came like right out the womb with the rest of my mom's brothers and sisters, because she acted just like them. She's loved me just like an aunt would. Took care of me. um, Had me come down there and spend time with them, and even when she was back up here in Michigan, just just being around like their family, and being a part of their family and stuff like that. That's just something that you really don't see.
Right. So okay, okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. Well, let me get up into it. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying? I
wait, wait,
got.
wait, wait, wait! Before I get myself in trouble, and shout outs to my wife, because that, yeah,
Woo!
yeah, 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 Mother's Day, yeah, yeah. I don't want to get in trouble. I don't want to get in trouble. But shout outs to my wife, an amazing mother. She is one of a kind. She um, is. I wouldn't say it. I would say a tad bit older than me. She's 46. She already had two kids of her own, and then we decided to have a daughter. So, now she's 46. Baby Sandstorm is 9. So, she's been able to carry that. She's done so much for her kids, and her kids are at a level that, like, I'm so proud of both of them. And that's not to say, like, her her ex-husband and her just done such a well job, of raising those kids. But you can see the love that they have for their mom, and even baby Sandstorm.
Right.
um, she's they've grown into something exceptional. So yeah, big shout out to my wife, so I don't get in trouble. Okay, now you
Yeah,
good.
yeah. I was about to say, man. I was waiting too. That's why I was like, okay, okay, okay. You know what I'm saying? I was waiting. I was like, is he going? Is he? He just stopped. I was like, why did he stop?
Yeah, that's my bad. That's my bad.
But anyway, let me get to my mothers. I got my honorable mentions. Um, First and foremost, I would like to start off by saying that it's the I'm echoing the same sentiment for Sandstorm's mom. You know, Mama Sandstorm. She definitely was a mother figure in my life. Just it takes the old saying, it takes a village to raise a child. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So where you got two single parents. You got my mom and you got your mom. Two single parents. They mashed like this. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
It just made it where she could be a mother figure, an aunt figure to me. So you know what I'm saying. Shouts out to Mama Sandstorm. You know what I mean. I definitely appreciate all of what she's done. In the past and stuff. For me. So. Um, Another honorable mention, which I don't want to say honorable mention, I'll just say this is somebody I think we should have their own like separate day. You know what I mean? Like the grandparent, like
Grandmothers.
grandmother's day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But my grandmother. You know what I mean? I got plenty of grandmothers. I was actually raised as well with my great grandmother, which sad story definitely
Been
definitely
around
kind
for
of
that.
definitely kind of teased me about one of my nicknames, my childhood nicknames, as she used to say. But Definitely shouts out to them. My grandma, she's still kicking, she's still alive. A lot of people don't have their grandparents, so I'm fortunate to have her here and all the stuff she's done. And uh, grandmother's love is a little different from a mother's love. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
I gotta definitely put her on that list first. You know what I mean? So, I actually I want to kind of like take a little stab and say a grandmother's love might be a little more than a mother's love at times. You know what I mean?
It is, but they can be nicer because technically you're not their kid, you just a
Yeah,
descendant. So
exactly.
yeah.
But definitely, she's been like a big vocal point in my life as well. All my grandparents and stuff. I was fortunate to have all of them at one point. Um, so now let's get into my mother. So first and foremost, my mom, because if you know me, I actually got four
Hmm.
moms, and two of them I acquired later on in life. But definitely, I got four moms. And of course, like Sandstorm said, not like that. That would be a very weird situation right there. But my first mom, my real mom, you know what I mean? Mama Vito. She's definitely, my best friend. You know what I'm saying? Growing up, her single parent,
Hmm.
household and all this other stuff. Um, she done a lot, sacrificed a lot. When I first, she'll tell me stories about when I was first born and stuff, how she was trying to juggle going to school. You know what I mean? She got to get her education to just provide and get a better job and stuff like that. So, I've always said all of her sacrifices has not, you know, gone unnoticed. You know what I mean? So definitely she's that rock. She's that solid Vito-ness. She's what makes me Vito. You know what I mean? So
Hmm.
shouts out to her. My second mom, which I don't play that bonus mom, stepmom title. You know what I mean? I'm just like, you're my mom. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I'll say my second mom. You know what I mean? So because I really didn't even agree with like when I was growing up. She didn't want to confuse my little brother and sisters and thinking that I was, her real, like biological and stuff
Hmm.
like that. So, we had this little thing where she was like, "You got to think of a name to call me so you won't confuse the kids, and then when they get old enough to understand, then you can start calling me, mom and all this other stuff, blah blah blah." And I was like, "All right, cool, whatever." So I played along with it up until I was like, "Okay, they grown enough, or they know the difference and stuff." Mom, so shouts out to you. There's things that I'm still finding out that she sacrificed as well. So you know what I mean. That's my dad's wife, current wife, and pretty much his only wife. I think I don't think he was married before. I think maybe he was. I don't know. But anyway, she's definitely a very strong point in my life as well, man. The love. I'm not a stepson. You know what I'm saying? I'm her son. You know what I mean? I'm her oldest son. So you know what I mean? Shouts out to her. My third mom is my mama Susie. This is somebody that I met when I was in high school, pretty much because my first job was in high school. So basically, my senior year of high school, and I stayed at this job either through part time or full time here and there, whatever, throughout the years for like almost 12 years, and she's been there that whole time, and so she's watched me grow from a young man a teenager to a young man. You know what I mean? So, and she's been there for a lot of advice, a lot of situations. She's another, standpoint and a stamp for me. So, definitely I have to always give credit where it's due. She's definitely my mom as well. You know what I mean? I always say, you know, when I call her, hey, mama, how's it going? Woo, woo, third. So, and she doesn't have any kids of her own. So definitely I'm like the son she never had and stuff. So we had that close bond, and I just truly appreciate her. So happy Mother's Day to her. And now for my fourth mom. Same thing. Met her later on in life. Um, a little, a lot later than Mama Susie. I was already out of like college. I dropped out of college when I met this woman. But it's my German mom, Caroline. I kind of look at her as like a foster mom sometimes, or just whatever. She got like this group of kids that she worked with at my job or whatever, and I was part of it. You know what I mean? So I call her like my foster mom / German mom and stuff like that. But shouts out to her. She always made me feel welcome. She always checks on me when she's in town because she's moved away. She's always looked out for me. She actually, for my apartment, she actually gave me my first microwave. I didn't have a microwave.
Oh, nice.
So she sent that, and it was a surprise. So I was like, okay. Snap. But, besides that, there was some other things and that she just looks out for. I used to love when she makes her, during fall time, she used to make her apple crisps for me and my foster brother. She would make the apple crisps for us and invite us over to the house, and we'll house sit and all this other stuff, and take care of the dogs and stuff. So what I mean. Shouts out to her, my German mom. I really truly appreciate all 4 of my moms, and definitely all my honorable mentions. And like I said, shouts out to all the mothers, because there's actually a lot more. This can go on for days as far as like, all the women that's contribute to both me and Sandstorm's life. You know what I mean? So it's a whole village. You know what I mean? Half of the ladies at the church, all that. So,
Oh yeah.
Definitely shouts out to them. Happy Mother's Day. We love you all. We still here, so obviously we listen. You
Right,
know what I mean?
right.
So definitely. Let's get into our content for today, man. Now I was trying to find to see if they had like some type of mother like movie or something like that coming out, but they don't. So
No, they don't.
you know what I mean? So we just gonna do our regular stuff today. Actually, just 2 trailers because we actually have an eventful night. We're doing the Vitoverse right now, and after this, I want you guys to go over to this way, Sandstorm.
Yes.
Right. So go over to Sandstorm's channel and stuff. That's the second channel for this. This the brother channel to this. He's gonna be doing live play tonight. So you know what I mean. We normally do live play on Fridays anyway, and sometimes on Saturday if we don't really have like a Stormcast. So we doing live play tonight. We doing Tears of the Kingdom.
Do I got the
He's
thing?
trying to
No, I do it.
he's trying to convince me. He's trying to convince me to play it to buy it on this. He want me to buy that for this. So I got mine. So I'm gonna be watching, and I'm gonna be actually just looking to see if I should hit purchase or what. You know what I mean? So definitely go over there, tune in. We're gonna try to keep over here short so we can get over there. It's gonna be an exciting night, man. So let's get into our first couple of trailers, or it's the first couple of trailers. We only got 2 trailers. So let me see. So we're going to this. It looks like a behind the scenes for Secret Invasions, I believe.
Yeah.
And shouts out to Jay from Winging It podcast. He actually tagged me into this, so I was interested. And I was like, yeah, let's go ahead and do that. I was gonna do Twisted Metal and Gran Turismo, but I'll save that for actually next week's something different for the Vito variants, since it's dealing with video games. That's a video game. Those are video game titles. I'll do a little review on that, a reaction on that. So next week. So definitely stay tuned for that. That's next week's stuff. We also we got a special guest next week. We're gonna be doing something a little different next week. Sandstorm's gonna be there. It's not gonna be a live, so it's gonna be pre-recorded, but we got a special guest. So definitely stay tuned for that. But let's get into today's stuff.
When we start Secret Invasion, Nick Fury has been off planet. And Maria Hill has just really been trying to, maintain order. But this current threat is getting out of control.
5 global terrorist strikes within the past year. Each one claimed by a different group. It's business as usual. That's precisely what they want you to think.
Nick comes back having lost whatever power he had before. So we try and solve things without being too superhuman.
You going to shoot me?
Maybe.
Hey, cuz every time I see him like fully shaved, like
Yeah, I
like no
know.
hair, it's crazy. It's crazy. It just throws me off.
Makes
You know
you
what's crazy? Huh?
it makes you realize like how young he still looks
Yeah.
like without the beard.
Right, that's crazy, man. Like it's like we really don't crack, black don't crack.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know what I mean? So, um, it's funny though. Like when he has the goatee and all, all that stuff.
Hmm.
It if Uncle Scotty puts on a patch on his eye,
Oh
he'll
yeah,
look
I know,
exactly
I
like
know. Yeah, yeah,
that.
I know. He got the same facial
Proud.
expression.
Yeah, same little. Yep.
All right now.
We get to jump into Nick Fury's world, which is very spy versus spy.
The kind of grittiness, the locations, the way it feels, the way it's written. It's a thriller.
Wait a minute. Hold on, I thought she was dead. Ain't that the lady from the Halloween special?
The grittiness, the
Talking about the lady with the
locations,
black
the
heart?
way.
Yeah. What?
I don't know, but I know this is the same lady who plays. Oh, she's in this show called Broadchurch. Oh, it's so good. She's so good in
Oh
that.
yeah.
And then she plays Queen Elizabeth in The Crown. So and she's really good in
Okay.
that too. So I love her as an actress. I think she's an amazing actress, especially coming off of like a small time show like Broadchurch was, at one point was only European, and then they decided to put it on Netflix. But yes, I love her. I love her. She's amazing. She's amazing.
Yeah. No, I was whatever that Halloween special was. What the name was that? Um, what was that Marvel's Halloween special they just had? Do you remember that?
I only remember the Christmas one.
Oh dang! Oh, with the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they had a Halloween special or the Werewolf by Night. Boom,
Oh,
there we go. Werewolf
yeah.
by Night.
You
I thought
talking?
she was, huh?
No, that's not her. That's not her.
Oh,
But I know
okay.
I know who you're talking about. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
Emma Bloodstone and all that and that whole
yeah,
thing.
yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah. I thought she was the older lady in that. So, oh, all right.
It feels, the way it's written. It's a thriller. Fury, we gotta be very careful now.
I had to pinch myself many mornings when I would step on set with Olivia Colman, Sam Jackson, Don Cheadle, Emilia Clarke, Ben Mendelsohn, Kingsley Benadir. I mean, some of my favorite actors in the world.
Alone at last. After every Marvel film released, I would phone my agent and say, please can I be in a Marvel thing? I never imagined it would happen.
What makes you think you can get him to speak?
Oh, I can be quite persuasive.
Looking
I
at the
love her,
MCU through
man.
these different
She's so
lenses, you get to
amazing.
see all these different sides of the characters. So we get to
Hey, you notice that his character's walking real, real normal now, right? Like he didn't have that accident during what was it, Civil War?
It's technology. He got nanos in his leg.
Or that's not really Rhodey.
Oh.
Oh snap! We got conspiracy theories. That's
You
not
think it's
really
one of
Rhodey.
you think it's one of the super thugs? I mean, not super thugs. You know who I'm talking about. One of the
Yeah.
super scrolls.
Hey, there's some stuff I do know and I don't want to give it away. So
Okay. Okay.
that may not be Rhodey.
Okay.
But let's see what you're talking
they
about.
sort of dig into who they are.
How much do you know about your security detail?
What do you mean, how much do I know about it?
This idea of who can you trust, that is really the heart of the show.
You could be talking to somebody you have a very close relationship with, and then you find out that that's not who you thought it was.
It becomes sort of cat and mouse.
Yo, every
know,
time I
so
see that, when all them scrolls like just get up
Yeah.
and they all transform to him, I'm like,
Yeah.
yo, that thing is funny to me, bro.
Super
This game that we build toward to the end of the show.
You can't predict it, and you can't preempt it, and you can't fathom it until it happens.
I'm Nick Fury. Even when I'm out, I'm in.
right. Next month. Let's get it. Let's get it.
Maybe I can get Mrs. Sandstorm back into it because it's not as much superhero hero stuff with it. It's more espionage and like she's kind of fallen out of the loop, and I get it. I feel like a lot of people kind of have because it's just been almost, I won't say a rinse and repeat. Like we've had this conversation many a times, but it's just like the same superheroes, and they're kind of killing them off. They're kind of trying to move away from it, but like the formula has been the same for a while. And she really loved Falcon and Winter Soldier because one of them like have any like real powers,
Right.
besides the whole serum and stuff like that. But it's grounded. You know what I'm saying? It's not magic or different time structures and all this other stuff. Though she really liked Loki, she thought that was really good. But I think she likes what's his name, who plays as Loki anyway. Um,
Yeah.
so to have him have another show kind of like this that's espionage, um, more, and like they said, like you're gonna get some powers in there, but it's not gonna be all powers based. It's more the what like this the Secret Wars. It's the spies. It's the behind the scenes stuff that we don't ever get to hear about or that we don't really know about. So I think that's really cool. I think it's a good way to get some people kind of to slide back in. Like, okay, so not everything that the superheroes do is like the end all be all to this. There's actually some stuff going on behind the scenes. So yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I feel the same way as far as like it being not the superhero powered type show that we're used to. A lot of these shows are less super powered. Well, I mean they have superpowers in it, but there's a lot more human aspect to it. Like Mrs. Marvel, I mean there's more of a history lesson. I know a lot of people didn't like Mrs. Marvel, but I did because honestly it had a history lesson within it. You know what I mean? Something I didn't know that had me thinking and looking up stuff. So
Yeah.
and just kind of playing on like real world events and just like this was happening during this time and blah blah blah. So like Mr. Sandstorm, like when it comes down to like no powers and or besides the super serum, just having that action Jason Bourne, what I'm saying, type of feel. I do thoroughly enjoy those particular shows. So if this is what that is, and it's going to bring us that feel of how we would have imagined Black Widow to be, especially if she was like a TV series or something like that. This looks like it will be like a continuation of that, like a part 2 type thing. You know what I mean? So I really like that aspect, the realness, the realism of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're not over super saturating things and stuff like that, with powers and explaining stuff that's hard to kind of wrap your head around. Like what? Like who did what? Okay, so who is this? Yeah, you know what I mean. So definitely can't wait for that next month. Towards the end of the month, it's still pretty good, still pretty cool time to drop that because if you notice they've had something. Disney has had drops every month so far, and big ones at that. So shout out to Disney, man. They still work, man. They still got the oiling up the machine, man.
That's what happens when you got power behind you.
Oh, also too, did you notice stream or subscribers to Disney Plus have went down, but they're still actually striving like crazy, man. They still doing pretty good numbers. So man, hey man, it's gonna be exactly.
If you can't hit them with the new stuff, they'll always come back around for the classics.
Oh yeah. Remakes the class. Yep. Yeah. All right, man. So let's get into our next one, Dune 2. So have you seen Dune 1?
I have not finished Dune 1, but I pretty much grasped mostly of what was going on.
Right.
It I want to say it was the first one was very compelling. I like the cast that they had thrown in there. Kind of the idea of of doing the old Jedi mind trick and whatnot. I thought that was really cool.
Yeah.
Um, I won't even say it's Jedi mind trick. I would say more it was more Skyrim type stuff.
Yeah.
Talk
Yeah.
to him and make force him to do something. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, there's I want to finish the first one so I can watch the second one. I don't want to say, "Oh, I'm super excited for the second one. I want to watch it." Have you finished the first one? Well, no, but I'm excited. That sounds silly to me. So I'm excited to finish the first one so I can really get into see what happens because I do find it I find it a compelling story. And the only reason why I didn't finish is because I had church things to do. So
Right. Right.
that kind of trumped finishing the movie. But
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Well, let's take a look at it now. Honestly, this I don't know if this novel came out before Star Wars, but there's I guess it's rumored that George Lucas got a lot of his ideas, such as like Tatooine and the spice situation and the Force, as far as like the Jedi mind trick and the whole concept from Dune. Or one of the inspirations for Star Wars was Dune, I think. So the books. So that was an interesting fact to know or to hear, I guess, or whatever. There's other aspects that go into George Lucas's putting together Star Wars and stuff. So just to kind of see, and they've had like old Dune movies too. Like I think they did some in the 90s or 80s, or I think it was 80s. They tried doing Dune, so this is technically a remake of the original Dunes. You know what I mean? They've already released these movies, so definitely I'm excited to see what they're going to do with today's technology. You know what I mean? So I enjoyed the first one. The first one was it was like you wanted to get more into the lore of everything. It was kind of like just making you like, oh snap, who's this boy? Oh, what's going on with that? Why is their eyes kind of blue? You know what I'm saying? What's that thing on their nose? Why are they, you know what I'm saying? Like you just kind of like you want the explanation. So if 2 is going to bring that to us, I definitely haven't watched any of the old ones or read the books to kind of give that away. I kind of want to enjoy it the way it's being shot now. So
right.
I'm excited for it because I did thoroughly enjoy that first one. So let's take a look at this trailer real quick.
It's breathtaking. When you see sand here, imagine water. If you dive in, you can't reach the bottom.
You dive in.
Yes, it's called swimming.
I don't believe you.
In the shadows of Arrakis lie many secrets. But the darkest of them all may remain. And of how trees.
You didn't believe in revenge.
What if Paul Atreides were still alive?
Have you ever had a dream about your first ride?
Don't try to impress anyone. You're brave, we all know that. Be simple. Be direct. Nothing fancy.
I understand. Nothing fancy.
Is he riding it?
Yeah.
Yo, he riding that big old worm thing.
You will never lose me, Paul Atreides.
We gave them something to hope for.
That's not hope! May thy knife chip and shatter.
I like how Zendaya doesn't have a last name. She's just Zendaya.
So, what do you think about that trailer, man?
Oh man, I'm already excited. Uh, and I said I shouldn't say that, but I'm excited to finish the first one, and I already was excited to finish it. Um, but like to see, like, obviously they see this man as, or this, I don't know, is he a teen, early or young man? This young man,
Yeah,
with
yo, man.
just being much more capable than the rest of them. Um, and he's already been through an adventure in the first one. So to come and see him in this one, he's kind of got that like cocky attitude, like like I do this. I think I want to see how he got to I do this point.
Yeah.
And exactly what happened. If there's a part 3 for this, I can only imagine where that's going to go. But just just this whole thing looks really cool. That dude, I'm assuming that they explain whoever this dude who's like cladded in all white, like pale,
Oh
the pale guy.
yeah.
They must have already explained to a point where I wasn't at yet, but he looks like Seth from Street Fighter Five, which is really funny to me. Got like
Yeah.
bald head, just no eyebrows. Just,
Oh, kind of like my man from the Thor, Love and Thunder.
yeah,
The Butcher or
yeah,
whatever. Yeah.
yeah. He looked just like him. Hold on, can I bring this up real quick? He looked he looked just like him, and I'm like, is that you, my man?
Yeah, let me go ahead and okay that. Yeah, pull up. Oh, I don't see it. Yo. Oh, snap. Looks like Sandstorm stuck in the Matrix. Okay. Well, real quick, let me just go ahead and wrap this up for you guys. Definitely, I'm excited for it. Okay, never mind. He's back. He back.
My
What's good?
my computer completely froze, and I'm pretty sure it's because my Wi-Fi died.
Ah.
Yeah, so it wasn't just you.
Oh, okay. I was like, oh snap! I gotta wrap this up real quick. But yeah, what were you saying?
I was just saying, yeah, the dude from Seth from Street Fighter 4 looks just like him.
Yeah.
Kind of same shade and everything. But it would be interesting to see where this plays out, because it looks like he challenges him. I'm assuming this guy is super powerful. He's somebody who's meaningful to the rest of them, and the young man's got, I can't remember Archer. I can't remember what his name was, but he's got a whole clan behind him. So
Oh yeah.
and that's what they originally said in the first one, if I'm not mistaken. He was part of a house, one of like the bigger houses or whatever. So he was bound to be a leader anyway, and that's what his dad was training him to be. And he was already kind of snarky and cocky back then, but like, yeah, it must be he's at a point where he is like a leader. So
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, so basically what he is he's like this universe's Anakin. You know what I mean? Or a Jesus figure or something like that. You know how a lot of people just kind of use like mythology or theology, you know what I'm saying, to build their story. So there was a prophecy of a savior coming from a royal family type thing. You know what I mean? So that explains why, you know what I'm saying, he's already having this, you know what I'm saying, like this royalty to him. But there is more to him than just meets the eye, you know what I mean? So
right.
I was about to say, I'm excited for it. The first one was definitely. I'm gonna have to go back and rewatch some of the elements of the first one. I'm actually kind of interested to see how the old ones are. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to watch the old ones until this is over with. But we don't know when we're going to get part 3, so I might go ahead and just watch the old ones since it's already complete. But it looks good so far, man. If you know anything about Dune, they have tried to recreate and make Dune so many times on regular movie producing companies, or even I think there was like a bootleg version on Sci-Fi at one point. You know what I mean? The Sci-Fi channel. You know, Sci-Fi used to have their own original movies and stuff. So I think they tried that with some old jacked up CG and stuff. So I'm excited for it, just to see it in now these days technology, and to see how that big old giant worm looks like. Again, Star Wars. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's kind of hard to say, like, hey, George, did you get some inspiration from them? Because you got the big worm thing coming up out of there. Y'all talking about spices and.
I was gonna say, every time they show that worm from the first Dune, the first thing I actually thought of was Beetlejuice. I don't know, because of the desert and the sandworms and all that. Like that was like every time I'm like, man, I'm expecting a sandworm to pop out right now, black and white sandworm. I don't know why.
Yep. So definitely, guys, write us down in the comments. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be releasing these. You know how I do. I chop up the lives and release them throughout the week. So definitely write us down in the comments. Are you excited for Secret Invasions? Are you excited for Dune? You know, have you seen the first Dune and stuff like that? You know, what are you expecting out of that, if you have, or whatever? And then just if you don't want to say anything like that, just say, hey, where you from? You know what I'm saying? Just introduce yourself to the family and stuff like that, because we need you guys to comment. I really want to get this $100 away in our giveaway, so we're still doing that. We're literally halfway there. We're at 50. I'm so glad that we're there. Thank you guys for the support. Thank you for subscribing. There's definitely gonna be more to come. I'm still working on getting B Mac on here for the deep dive. You know what I mean? So we got that coming here soon. Sandstorm, again, the co-host. We about to head over to the Sandstorm show, get this popping with this Tears of the Kingdom they've been trying to convince me about. Again, I'm gonna be like, just right here, like, should I go ahead? Okay. What's that? You know what I'm saying? So definitely head over there. Tomorrow, do we have a Stormcast?
No Stormcast tomorrow, and I personally won't be on Winging It, but we will have a Winging It podcast on Sunday. Oh, no. There is no Winging It podcast because
it's Mother's Day. Yep.
So nope, the weekend will be off. The Stormcast is going to be tonight. This is the Stormcast.
Okay, cool. Also, too, guys, stay tuned for the Winging It podcast. I'm gonna be on there probably later on this month. So definitely, that's my first time on there as the the Winging It crew. The whole crew is one on the Winging It podcast. I think we've all been on the Sandstorm.
Yeah,
but as far as me being featured on Sundays, I'll definitely be coming soon. And Jay is actually going to be joining us sometime soon. We just got to set that up. So definitely stay tuned for all that. If you're new, hit that like button, subscribe, share, comment. We're still doing that $100 giveaway. What else I was going to say? I was going to tell y'all something, but if it comes to me, I'll probably tweet it out. But anyway, y'all have a good one. Be safe out there. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers. Peace.